Well, I guess I can show you what this first. We got the parts coming. My mom is up in Canada grabbing them right now. The bushings, the shims. I think that's all we ordered, right?
No, and the rubber mounts I need.
And the rubber mounts for the four-wheel drive shaft. All that was $700. And
That's Canadian though.
Was it Canadian? A good chance it was Canadian 700. And that's not including the pin because we already bought that. That was like $1,000 something. So hopefully with the bushings in there, it'll be all nice and tight and we don't have to do anything with this housing. So we're hoping it didn't wear this housing out too much, that the bushing sits good. And good chance that this should be back tucked under there today if we don't get too busy, because we do have other side projects we're doing. He is working on the engine back there. And we're working on building this sideboard. At least getting one done so far, and maybe both. So these are 31 feet long, 32-foot box. Right here, about 9 inches of it, the box is gonna have this steel thing, so that's why it's up shorter, and the front is curved, so that's why it's only 31.
Yeah, and they're 15.5 inches high. That way, we're gonna cut the diamond plates into 4 pieces.
Like diamond mesh.
Yeah, and so the brackets in between are 11.5 inches, so we got a little bit of space to actually weld on the 2x2s.
Yep.
That's the plan.
And then Philip and Mitchell here are grinding away on the ship pump.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do this project last year after second cut.
Yeah, but
We're doing it this year after fourth cut.
something that worked really well is I rubber coated all of the fittings and stuff because they like to wear out really fast. So we're gonna just kind of grind some of it away and redo it because they didn't rust at all. So it's kind of nice.
Because last year we went through and did all the fittings on the hydraulic hoses.
Because they already all were junk. After
they were
a couple
snapping
years.
off after 5 years in the shit.
So
this pump was brand new when we bought it.
yeah.
So we had to do all the fittings that sat on the end here. That was a fun project.
You safety glasses on,
But
Marcus? Because
you can see here they hit it with the grinder, but underneath it, still nice and shiny. So we're gonna re-rubber that.
okay, Marcus?
And repaint it first on the steel so it stays nice for a while. We're doing this project. Hopefully we at least have the right sideboard done today. We want at least this one done because this is the side he blows on. And then the other side we'll get to maybe today too, but we don't have the steel for that yet.
Yeah. If we get this one done, then we'll do.
This will be enough of a project. We got all these little support beams in. They're every 4 feet. And the last one is a little different because it's the last two because it's 31 feet. But it works. Birdie is now, he is now finished welding them because they're all tacked. Right where he is right now is where we added the extra 7 feet because these are 24-foot sections. Once he does it like this, we'll flip it over. He can finish welding on the other side.
It'll work.
It will hold feed. And they're still grinding away over there.
It's good that it's gonna rain on it.
It's gonna, well actually we're gonna put it in the shop.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get rained on.
It started raining outside, so we pulled the steel in, but my mom just came back with the parts for the 8670, so we're gonna throw this back together first, and hopefully it stops raining by then.
We did move the pump to the other shop. But
Yeah, so they're working inside. So clean that out. This is the bushing. What? I guess this is the one this one's just wore out. It's
this
still
is the
in there.
bad bushing.
This one, there wasn't one, right?
No, and we stuck the new one.
See,
It's tight.
wiggle.
So the pin, we're not changing the pin.
Leave it. Yeah, might as well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This one, the rags, the The old ones were all down there, so I just wanted to get them out. Not that they start riding into the new one. So no, gotta clean it out a little bit more and then slide it in.
Take the old one out because we got to know which way to put the new one in.
Because it's not, the hole isn't centered.
The grease hole.
Yeah.
At least it's not steel, so.
Okay.
So that's the way it goes.
Pretty junk, anyways.
Look how thin that is.
Okay, where's the new one? It was like this, so.
Oh, looks like the short end's on top. The short end goes on top.
Yeah, you can see it's off like 1/8.
The old one's too dirty for it to pick up.
Yeah, I guess it is off. So
it's like a 1/8 inch difference
or so. I mean, not that it probably make a big difference, but there's a.
You know, we plan on greasing this.
So yeah, we're gonna put it in, but I gotta clean this one out first.
I guess we can put it in this one so far. I can do that right away. So the short end goes on top.
I want to grab like a rubber mallet to hit
Yeah.
that in. Alright, you grabbed a little rubber mallet to hit that in.
We got it settled.
Henry,
Got Henry working here.
Henry.
Avery, what are you doing? Should have looped it up and dressed.
Should have spit on it.
Henry doing the same thing like you're doing, Uncle.
Yeah.
I don't think you really want to lube it because you don't want it to spin.
You have to make this all clear, okay, Henry? Good.
Okay. We finished cleaning this one up. And he's just trying to get her.
Oh, we should have a flat piece to hit this on.
It's going. I think you're supposed to probably use a press. A flat press.
This is my press. I'm pressing it.
That would probably work easier. As long as it doesn't break.
Did you check if you have to shaft or we hold that?
They were tight,
Well, we'll put it on there in a
but once
second.
it's on there, we can
We'll
check.
see how much wiggle room there is. And we'll check it on the other one. Just. I think it went. Looks like it did.
Looks good enough. Okay, we tore this apart.
We didn't tear it apart, we cleaned it.
Tore it apart to clean it. It's tearing it apart.
Where's the new one? We got two new ones.
These are the old
Shim.
shims.
It's not in here. You already have it up somewhere.
Okay. Right here. The shaft is good. So we are running the old one because we could send the other one back.
Right?
That's a grand.
$1,200.
We can keep. This one goes here. You know, shove it on.
Want me to shove it on?
Yeah, we can show them the wiggle because we haven't actually seen the wiggle yet. It's probably gonna have a little bit because nothing's perfect.
Not much.
Oh, that ain't bad at all. Up and down.
No.
Ooh.
It'll be good enough. She's tight. Tighter than it.
Anything's beating what it was.
Yeah.
You got Henry and Ava over there
Give me
just
the other one.
playing.
I'll stick the other one on. That's where this was. It was all packed down there.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah, it was all on this. I cleaned it all out.
How's that wiggle? That ain't bad at all.
That's a lot better. With some grease.
I don't like this. It keeps coming out. Is it gonna? Yeah,
It won't once you connect the grease lines.
Yeah. Definitely.
The-
Wow,
this-
you gotta take the grease out of there. That fucking full.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll connect these grease lines. Maybe we'll take it off
Clean that out.
and pump it.
Yeah. One of the old bolts that we have, and I cut a slit on this side and on this side, and you can see that I screwed them in the casting here just to clean the threads out, and you can kind of see all the crud that it cleans out.
This thing's on a standstill at the moment because the payloader is still getting used by the feed guy. So we don't have it to lift the tractor up, stick it back in. Is no big deal, we have plenty of other stuff to do. Christoph, as you can tell from a distance, is working on the farm beater vehicle. Yeah, he's working on. There's jack stands under there and a jack, and he's just having an issue with. We're just gonna leave it be. He's getting mad over stupid shit. Ferdy is tacking this away now. Or not tacking, finish welding it. But the way we made it, so we can get the max height for the least amount of steel, we're cutting the mesh exactly at 12 inches. That way we can get 4 sections out of a 4x8. But that makes this very tight, so he's welding each nub.
We probably could have gone like 2 inches higher, but there's no point. You're wasting a lot of.
Yeah, I mean we could go higher, but we'd need more steel and it costs more. So this is the most cost-effective, but also make it the biggest, because we're maximizing the 2 inches of the 2x2 and the wire mesh. The engine, he went home for the day. The sleeves are in. Those are all good. And I don't know. I saw him working on a bunch of other stuff, but
I think we wanted to chill the.
Oh yeah, we had to put the
piston bolt pins or whatever, whichever ones.
They're in our
freezer.
They're in our freezer.
So tomorrow he can put them in. So they just kind of slide in.
Yep.
Right. So I got one little section left to weld here. I did the other 3 already. Those are solid welded. I guess I got a little bit. This section I still got to weld a little bit, but Christoph just brought the loader. And we are ready to pick the tractor back up.
We cleaned every hole.
Yep.
Cleaned everything. Same with underneath. Cleaned it all.
So
we have new bolts because they come with fresh Loctite from the factory.
that, and you don't know how much stress was put on them, taking them on and off.
And the heads were kind of mangled on a couple. We lengthened the chain. Drive ahead. Yep. Up. Keep going. Yeah, it might be good. Whoa! So,
Let's do this shit. I don't want to leave this thing.
Ferdy, you're standing in my view. So that right there is fully lifted.
We need some jacks, or I already got a jack.
Looks cute.
Let's up the camera around. Let's go.
Like, we just picked the tractor up. Stop, we're good. Alright. Now, what's the chances that it's gonna line right up?
Not too far in. You gotta. We said I keep going. I don't. You go fast, and I'm further in than you.
Oh, you're out.
I guess I can always move the tractor.
You can move a little bit.
Alright, let her down. Yeah, let her down slowly. If he can do that. The good thing with the loader is he can shift it side to side. So he's coming down slowly. I gotta level this jack. Whoa! We gotta drive ahead. Down! We have the grease lines attached so that way they can't come apart on us.
Now!
I'd keep your hand out of there.
Well, I'm not gonna keep it between, that's for sure.
All right, we're gonna get back at you when this is down because I can't hold this camera and watch stuff. So we were so focused underneath to line it up, we forgot to mention he needs to back up as he let it down. We fixed it now, but this was pushed forwards and the chain
was a 1/4 inch from pushing the hood in.
It didn't touch anything or break anything, but there's so much to pay attention to, we definitely forgot about that. But we got a light down here now.
I think this has to go up a little bit.
We have to pull it ahead now, about 2.5, oh no, 3 inches. Now it's level.
Yeah, pull it.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down again. So we got it straighter. Now we're gonna shift the whole tractor towards 30.
A little more.
Maybe you can see it
Yeah,
moving.
whoa. Now we're
Can't-
gonna bring it back out a little bit.
We have to shift back more. It's about 1 inch off.
In the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we wiggled it and we put a little bit of pressure on it, and those guide pins for the back popped in.
Let it down.
And now basically
It's already on.
Whoa, whoa, we have all the weight on this jack right now.
What's it matter? Oh,
It's a little
I
jack.
guess.
So we got it on a jack stand. We have this here just in case we gotta move it again.
And for safety.
Some safety. I mean, the most is gonna happen is gonna drop the oil.
You can't really drop anywhere. It's on the axle.
Yeah, but you can just still.
But we will have to shift it a little because the bolts are not perfectly lined in the front.
Put the back.
The back are because it has dowels, but the front isn't, so we're gonna have to lift it
And give a little wiggle.
and wiggle that casting back.
There's less room.
But the back holes, you can't see it, there's no light. But the back holes are good. We got all 8 bolts in and started. Those are the 3 grease fittings that
Somebody don't know how.
someone just, I don't know, never found out how to use that hood latch right there.
Maybe they never blew it out.
The tractor's getting back together, dry shaft's on, we gotta do hoses and put the dry shaft guard back on. This right here is starting to get spray painted special. This is the primer, and then we're gonna paint it black. Should be ready to rock and roll. We're painting it here on the ground because it's easier than. Yeah, I tightened the dry shaft bolts. We just gotta make the holders for it once it's up there, or before it's up there. A front and back one, and then the center too. We'll do once we know where to put them. Because the center of this bows on both sides, so we have to work around that.